Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and we got 5 fast knife reviews. So, this is the Benchmademorpho 51. D2 steel in a spear point blade, flat ground stone washed blade, beautiful stone washing, G10 over titanium liners with a titanium pocket clip, which is pretty awesome because that makes this knife incredibly light. This thing is super light, and because it's so light, it's so smooth. I mean, it is ridiculously smooth, ridiculously light, and it's pretty awesome for a balisong. Now, in the washers, I believe that is bearings in there, and it's so smooth. Now, we also have titanium back spacers on both sides. Now, I am missing a screw on one of my stop pins, but it's not affecting it. I will get a new one. I'll get a hold of Benchmade. They'll send me a new one. But other than that, you know, mine's held up really well. It does still have the factory edge, but it is a good cutter considering, and you can take the back strap because this is a back spring. So what you can do is when you squeeze, it pops down. See how when I squeezed it popped? So it'll just pop down, and then you can open it up. Then you can lock it shut. Now, that won't open up from you squeezing, though. So once it's locked on this side, it's locked in place, and now you can use it for whatever type of cutting you need to. You can see the titanium underneath. So if you ever wanted to get it anodized or anything like that, you always could. These things are not cheap, though, but it is a USA-made balisong. Let's get to the next one. Next, we have the Twosun TS182. Now, this is a Wong design, an M390, and this thing is mega light. I mean, like crazy light. And the reason why is because it's almost all carbon fiber. Yes, we have a titanium backspacer and clip, and the lock bar is a steel liner lock bar, but it's only right there on that very spot where the lock is. That's it. See if I can get a little light for you guys to see really quick. It's only right there. All the rest is carbon fiber. So it makes this thing incredibly light. Now, the one thing with this is that the stop pins actually land on carbon fiber. And I think some people might worry that it locks up on carbon fiber. You know, you'd think maybe locking up on titanium or steel might be better, but I don't think it's as big of an issue as people think. And I even showed a video in one of my lives showing a cube of carbon fiber holding up weight, and, you know, it was being compressed. And in one direction, it held like 60 tons or something, and then another direction it was over 100 tons. So it was like between 120 and between like 120,000 pounds and like 200,000 pounds or something. It was a crazy amount. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something like that. It was an insane amount of weight. Now, yes, that's not impact, but carbon fiber has high impact resistance. There's a reason why they use it on high-end sports cars. So I don't think this little impact is gonna hurt the carbon fiber whatsoever. And you can even look at it, and there's not even a dent of anything, and that's from being smacked as hard as possible. Nothing ever. And it's the way they did this carbon fiber is very beautiful. If you look at it, look at all the cross-cut section that's coming out because, you know, they milled it out. So this is the flat side. Then to mill these little bevels right here, they got the cross-cut section in there. This is my favorite part of carbon fiber. I love cross-cut or side cut, whatever you want to call it, carbon fiber, where you see all the fibers just running down it. It looks so beautiful. Love that. So this is a gorgeous looking knife, especially when it comes to the carbon fiber. Drop point blade, flat ground, A decent geometry. The ergos are pretty nice. I do feel this clip a little bit, but it is a nice long clip too. You see that? Good tension on it. It is one of those ball clips. I'm not a big fan of ball clips, but it works okay. But in the hand, pretty comfortable. It is not a neutral grip, but it's like an in-between, because it does give you a little finger spot right here, but it's also semi-neutral. But awesome knife. Let's talk about the action really quick. The action, nice and snappy. It has a weird sound to it though. Got a little lock stick there. There we go. Damn it. I oiled it right before this, so I'm getting a little bit of lock stick. The oil got on the lock face. If oil ever gets on the lock face, you'll get lock stick. The one thing is the detent is a little late. Right there. You can get past it, but it's not easy. You gotta like go really low, so that's the one part that does kind of suck. But the action is really good. Flipper tabs, nice. It does have a good detent on it. The thumb studs are easy to get to. Easy snap. Really nice. Let's get to the next one. Next is, this is the Charkos or Charkos. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but Charkos. And this is a Shielding design, or Shielding knife. Shielding knife Charkos or Charkos. This is a 9CR Damascus. So it's a stainless Damascus. Really nice. A carbon fiber G10 mixture. Looks really good too. The ergos are absolutely incredible on this. Now this is more of a harder use knife. This is definitely a little bit more overbuilt than most knives. We have an internal stop pin. Strong lockup. The lock bar tension is really good. The detent is really good. Nice strong snap. Ceramic bearings, and it does have a pretty good drop to it. Not fall shut, but drop shutty for sure. I can reverse flick it. And the flipper tab is nice and big and nice and gemmed. Now, this did break in better now than it originally came. Not saying it was bad when it came, but it did take a little bit of break-in time to get really smooth, but it still came smooth. The clip is not deep carry, but it does work pretty well. I wish they would have centered it. I feel it, but barely. But yeah, this ergos, these grips, oh, really nice in the hand. Access to the lock bar is really nice. And yeah, this is an overbuilt knife. I mean, you can really see the liners are nice and thick, nice jimping in all the right places, and you really got good ergos. Geometry is a little more robust, not crazy or anything. It's just, you know, it's right where you want to see a knife like this. Let's get to the next one. Next one. This is the KANSEPT big, well, it's the large Main Street. They have the mini Main Street or the small Main Street. This, or it's actually called the Little Main Street. This is just the Main Street. Even though it does say Little Main Street, that's just a misprint. Dirk Pinkerton design. Liner lock. Very smooth. Thumb stud action. The mini is really tiny though. I mean, it's like this big. It's really tiny. This is a full-size knife. Beautiful ergos, nice and comfortable in the hand. The jimping doesn't do anything, but very comfortable in the hand. Nice and slicey, good geometry. Really good utility cutter. Very neutral gripped. And it does have a titanium milled pocket clip that works really good. This is a great milled pocket clip. There's multiple different versions of this one. Now this one's in 154 cm and green micarta, but they have other colors and other things. That, they have G10 ones too. So awesome knife. T8 hardware all the way around. Great knife. Ceramic caged bearings with a ceramic detent. The coating has held up really good. It's actually been very durable. It's kind of got a little bit of a stone washed over it. So let's get to the next one. Now the next one is a twofold because I'm pretty sure these knives should be dropping this month in October. The Detolith knives. I'm dropping 2 of them right now. I'm showing 2 of them. You can go watch the full reviews. They both got amazing reviews. This one has a very unique blade shape, micarta and brass. Now, these are both prototypes, so there might be small changes. This blade shape, I would have never thought this blade shape was so amazing. I mean, one, it just slices really good. It's aiming at everything you want to cut. Like, say if you have a box and you want to cut it open, like, you can... It's so easy to do like a reverse cut, a side cut, a draw cut. I mean, it's just so easy. This blade shape is amazing. And to me, at this point, after using this and really, especially with this type of ergo, because this ergo just matches perfectly with this knife. Oh man, this thing is incredible, and I don't know why this blade shape isn't used more. The action is insanely good. So Kaiser is the one who did the OEM on this, and you can tell because they are very, very well done. The detent is super well tuned, very, very snappy detent, good access to the lock bar, fall shut action, ceramic caged bearing, ceramic detent. We do have a semi-inset clip with T6 screws. It does have T6 hardware aside from the pivot, which is T8. Awesome, awesome knife. Oh yeah, this is the Nightshade, the Detolith Nightshade in N690. Very tall flat grind, and it's very slicey, by the way. Next, the Detolith Bell Amy. This thing, I really hope it comes out this month, guys. I really do. This thing is insanely good. Probably knife of the year at this point. One, it is absolute fall shut action. Absolute. You have a fuller that works extremely, extremely well. The detent is nice and early. Look how early this detent is. It's so early, so you never have to worry about hitting that detent, you know, where you bump into it. You're always past it. Like, it's just so nice. But the reverse flick is incredible. Then it has a flipper tab that works so good. The detent on the flipper tab, nice, strong detent. And it's like you can't fail it. Then you have the top flipper or front flipper that it wraps all the way around. So it's almost like you could just do it like this, you know, where you just flip it like, you know, like that, or you can do it with your thumb. So it's so easy on this knife. The jimping is exactly the type of jimping I like for front flippers. And it's just so well placed because, you know, you have it from the front here all the way around to the very tippity top. And it's so easy. Then we have a super thin hollow ground blade that is a clip point blade. Yeah, it's a clip point. I was going to almost call it a drop point, but it's a clip point. And it took an incredible, incredible edge. Very, very sharp. This N6, whew, that thing is stupid sharp. Their N690 does take an incredible, incredible edge. Kaiser's doing a great job with their N690, and it is a deep hollow grind. I mean, this thing is extremely slicey. The ergos on it are very neutral. It does have one little place for your pointer finger, but if you reverse grip it, it doesn't matter. But it's super comfortable. Great size. It's not too big, not too small. You can take advantage of this choil, get up nice and close for push cuts. And it is a narrow knife. Like, it's not like it's a really big, wide, thick, heavy-duty knife. It is kind of sleek at the same time while being semi-tactical, while also being extremely slicey. It's just a very, very useful knife. And even though it is a clip point, the tip is pretty easy to get to, and it is nice and fine, so you're going to get great utility cuts. Then we have a deep carry clip that's also reversible, so this is going to be great for righties and lefties. And it's just, yeah, awesome, awesome knife. There you guys go. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.